All right, everyone, we are back with the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. I am Joel, chief host of the show, and joining me is none other than my co-host, Avira.
Hello! How y'all doing, guys? I hope you're having a fantastically beautiful day, wherever you might be in this world.
I am, and it is, and I'm feeling gloriously good.
Oh, right on, buddy. Cool.
Next on the show, we have Noble.
Let the insanity ooze from every orifice. Whatever.
Nice.
I think the next thing you need on your long list of crazy laughs is a secret lair.
Yeah, that's going to be a long time coming.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the market for private islands and mountains and that sort of stuff have I would imagine, I don't know, struggled.
I would need to fake an NFT scam or invent a coin that becomes really popular.
Yeah, well, I would not be surprised if you had like some secret underground base.
I wish. I don't even have underground. I'm like a level off the floor.
Hello.
Hey, well, plenty of villains basically build in towers, so there's
Oh,
that.
that's true. Yeah.
Mhm. And that's right. First off, I want to start the show by saying, "Help! I have joined a club, and I can't go back out of it. And
Yes,
it's a club
Joel.
that
Oh,
us furries know damn well. No,
Well, I would say you're more purple than gray, so don't count yourself out too quickly. But yes, guys, it is Jolt's birthday.
happy
Hey!
birthday.
Hell yeah! Happy birthday, buddy.
Be cautious of the giant cake.
Okay. I was gonna say congratulations on being alive for another year on this beautiful planet Earth, but wow, his cake isn't that big. All right, he's not ancient.
I love you guys. You guys are the best. I
Oh,
swear.
I love you. You're fucking cool, man.
But we did have so much cake, so much food, so much barbecue, and oh, dude. And now it's time to hit me. And before you know it, I'm gonna start saying, "Get off my lawn."
Yeah, you whippersnappers! Oh, come on, get off my lawn. Me and my pink flamingos are gonna watch you.
Now, you're not a true Australian until you say it to the Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm. And with an overdose smattering of cunt everywhere. Then freaking Aussie.
Bruh.
But no, it's starting to hit me now. Like my personal health may be, is gonna go downhill from there, or so everyone says, because I'm starting to go grey.
No, you're not. You're just getting a darker shade of purple, like indigo.
Or maybe a duller shade. I don't know yet. We'll
Perhaps.
see.
Well, man, honestly, happy birthday. I hope you had a fantastic day.
Mm,
That's good.
that's great.
Oh
So,
god, we have a live comment here from one of our buddies, Chuck here. He goes, gray muscle! Okay.
Shame Enu's not around. I'm sure he'd have a pun or two.
Oh yeah, well he's more like a silver white muzzle. Something along those lines. Damn, Enu, we
well,
miss
he
you.
is the very definition of it, though.
I know, yeah. Totally.
All in the best ways. Oh well.
Ah,
But
he's great.
once you're in the club, You may well make the most out of it.
Hey, bro, furry for life, right?
Oh yeah. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
no, let's get started with what's on the show today. So, what have we got? Ooh, Apple is working on a hardware subscription service for iPhones.
Now, before we continue, we should state that this is currently only rumor. Although, with how things have been going, yeah, I could see it being a thing.
And I think knowing Apple's business practices and how, most people who have owned their products in the past can say, yep, this is totally, an Apple thing.
Well, no, I mean, the thing is, yes, this is technically rumor, but if you actually look at what they're trying to promote, it says that the company wants to make owning a phone like subscribing to apps, and that the service could tie into Apple Care and digital service bundles. So what that basically means is, yeah, if you do have an Apple phone, it might actually be similar to subscribing to apps if you have a particular service. And this gets a little more Orwellian, I guess, if you read further down. It says that Apple Inc. is working on a subscription service for the iPhone and hardware products. That's a big thing. A move that could make device ownership similar to paying a monthly app fee, according to people with knowledge of the matter. Now, that is not necessarily untrue. If you do have a physical device, they might actually make you pay monthly for services, depending on what the service is. Now, when it comes to app, that's the next level. But let's see what they say about this. It says the service would be Apple's biggest push yet into automatically recurring sales, allowing users to subscribe to hardware for the first time, rather than just digital services. But the project is still in development, said the people who asked not to be identified because the initiative has not been announced. Wow. What do you guys think about that?
Jolt,
Mm-hmm.
what's your
Well,
thoughts?
I would think that if we skip on over to the next, to the next paragraph, it's like it's akin to an auto leasing program. And compared to what most other people do, like if you buy a phone, you just go to the shop and you can buy it outright. And it depends. Like here, we have these, we have phones that come with plans, and with monthly. Upon these monthly installments, you basically get the phone and you get the carrier service along with it
Right.
over over an agreed time frame where you make the agreement.
Well,
And
I was thinking that this was something a little bit more scary when it comes to like a physical thing.
right, like if you miss your subscription, that the service will be suspended, like the product, whatever, will be suspended
Mm.
or what have you. Or yeah, and with the other products that Apple's going into, you're going to be subscribing to iPads, MacBooks, Apple Watches, and stuff.
Well, this is the whole problem I had with the cloud. Because, like, let's say if you wanted to save your own personal artwork on, like, your device, you would either have to save it to your device and then pay for the gigabyte space, or you'd have to adhere to the cloud. And the cloud is an internet thing where everybody on, whoever runs Apple can see what you're posting or what you're saving. And that's a very good option. Like, let's say if you're a very prominent artist or just an individual who runs a business, let's say, and wants to put a lot of your content on the internet, or like you just want to save it. So you can use the cloud for it, and then you put it on the cloud, and it's not necessarily saved to your physical device. Now, let's say I don't want to do that. Let's say I'm just a furry artist who makes YIF or whatever, and I just want to post my shit on my own personal device. Like, why should I have to subscribe to the cloud and then make that, part of your system? I'd rather not have that happen. There's a lot of controversy about that.
It's, I mean,
So,
that,
let's
Okay,
see
hold
what
on.
the article goes down to.
Joel, can you read out the next paragraph down from where your mouse cursor is?
the program would differ from an installment program.
Yep.
In that the monthly charge wouldn't be the price of the device split across 12 or 24 months. Rather, it would be a yet to be determined monthly fee that depends on which device the user chooses. So, it stands to reason, the iMacs and stuff would be on the higher end of the of the fees compared to like the Apple Watches.
Yeah. So, would there be fees? Is that what they're trying to do? Like, trying to propagate?
Because I think the thing is, you got to realize nowadays the buy now and pay later thing, all the buy now and pay later programs and services are
Oh, that's
basically on the
credit.
rise now. You've got things like
Yeah. Oh,
Afterpay,
that's definitely credit. Okay. Well, let's see
where
what the article says. It says the idea is to make the process of buying an iPhone or an iPad on par with paying for iCloud storage. That's exactly what I was talking about before. Yeah, fuck
for
iCloud
Apple
storage.
Music
For Apple
subscription each
Music, yeah,
month. So
subscription
it's
each month. Each
so
month.
it's
So they want a concurrent payment. That's literally what their business plan is. That's not necessarily a
with
bad plan, but it depends on like what you actually want to promote on there.
what you want to
That's the
Wasn't
use
difference.
on the thing too.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah, exactly.
Adobe didn't Adobe do the same sort of thing with their software, and then everyone
Yeah, like
else decided to copy?
Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, Acrobat,
Yep,
After Effects, Premiere, the whole suite. And
yep.
then you pay a license to use a subscription every month for each of the programs.
Hmm.
And
Wow. So
again,
here we go. It says Apple has been working on the subscription program for several months, but the project was recently put on the back burner in an effort to launch a buy now, pay later service more
and that's
quickly.
kind of what I was going on with things like Afterpay, where you can buy things
Hmm.
like clothes and other stuff. Buy it now, get the product, and then you pay off the thing in 4 weeks' time
Right.
using the Afterpay
Right.
service and with an arranged payment plan.
Whoa. That's a risky move. That's very
Um,
wow. My goodness.
mind if I hijack the podcast for a moment regarding this whole thing?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So, first off, no freaking surprise. Second off, this would allow Apple to, instead of constantly be refreshing their hardware, to instead turn around and go, oh, okay, let's see, the CPU is still currently valid. Let's just put
Mhm.
in a new camera module and we'll call it blah, blah, blah. People aren't really, majority of people are going to stop focusing on the major aspects, and they're going to more look at oh, hey, I can get a better camera with, fork out a little bit extra money and get a. But this sort of thing is understandable. First, it's been, I hate to say it, but successful with the software industry. Apple is also moving to a more subscription based service.
That,
So instead of having this
yeah.
high cost entry for going out buying an iPhone or buying an iPad or some other Apple product. Instead, if people just simply turn around and say gave $45 a month to a telecom provider, they get their iPhone, they could maybe spend an extra $20 and get an iPad. And they just pay
Wait,
that
yeah,
month
$20 on what though?
to get an iPad as well. This is just an example.
Okay.
That then would also, because this is being paid through, say, Telstra, if you're in Australia, you get access to all the Telstra services and shit. You get access to all the Apple shit, and that's it. You don't actually go into the point of, oh, I want to go watch, I want to buy a movie. You don't do that anymore. Instead, you just simply rent the movie for an X period of time, or you've got access to it because of your subscription service. That's it. The idea of
Yeah,
ownership,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
opportunity to
this is
move
why this is such
into,
a fucking scam, though.
for some people, unfortunately for the large majority of people out there, this is what they want. Things like Spotify, Apple's music streaming service, the other streaming services that are out there where you don't actually own stuff, but you get access to the library. Moving to this
No.
for the general population is how people want to move forward. For someone like myself, however, I sit here thinking, oh, fuck. Because I don't want to rent something. I want to own it.
You
I've
damn
looked at what
right, bro.
Microsoft
That's
is doing.
exactly what. Yeah, you damn right.
I've thought about when I go to upgrade my phone next time. I
Yeah.
looked at what Apple's done with one of their recent Mac things, and I went, "Oh shit!" I've seen what places like Sony are doing with their phones, and I'm thinking, I mostly want to use my phone for texts, calls, and taking photos and videos with. The experience that I've seen with, say, a Sony phone, it's overkill for what I want. But it also gives me the opportunity to learn about how to make better videos, how to take better photos. So upgrading to a Sony phone when I'm ready to, hopefully they still actually have this product range going. That's going to be my intention. So thank you, Apple, for making me, decide whether or not to stay or to go. What you've shown, at least with what this report states, I need to stop.
Right. And
Oh,
here's a live comment too that's very, very similar sentiment from Chuck. More movements towards a rental-based society. You will own nothing and be happy.
can you imagine the amount of e-waste that's going to be created with this? I mean, holy shit. Oh,
Yeah,
there's a chip in my phone. Okay, I'll just go get another one.
that's yeah. Like never mind all that stuff and the right to repair rules and what have you.
Well,
Then that just adds more to it.
this
Compounds the
takes the
e-waste
right
further.
to repair and throws it out the window. I mean, the only thing that we can look forward to is if somehow, once the phone has been no longer usable, that people are going out there, they're making Android or Linux distribution to operate on this hardware. Although, considering some of the stupid shit I've seen with Apple's latest sort of releases,
Yeah, well, they
basically
wanted to
you
make
put a
an overpriced cheese grater.
no, you might as well go out to hardware store, buy a brick, and carry that around with you.
You know, it's funny. I think now people have a hanker. I've just read on somewhere that people now have a hankering for older tech.
Yeah, there's reasons why.
You know, like and when older tech was mentioned, they were actually looking for like those old turn dial landlines. Even the younger generations, like millennials and stuff, and Gen Z, wanted in on that old phone action.
Look, if you want to play with your knobs, fine, by all means, go right ahead. But that's not my interest.
Mm.
My interest is in the ability to go, oh, I can pull this apart. Okay, this is why it's not working. Pull the part out, put a new one in, and then just hope I didn't buy a shitty copy of it, a shitty knockoff component, and it blows up in my face, which you don't want that happening with capacitors. That's
Hey, no, that's a pretty fucked up situation. But here we have a pretty good live comment from Boxcar. He says, "I just want a phone that takes all right pictures and just has a headphone jack."
Mm.
Hey,
who does
Alright
you know what,
this?
pictures?
buddy? I get it. Me too. Like, don't you just want the simple things?
Yeah. Unlike good pictures? Yeah, that's the easy part. Headphone jacks? Not so
Yeah,
much
yeah, it's
these days.
whatever.
They're basically going the way of the dodo. But you know what, though? If there is one reason why you should, according to this report, subscribe to an iPhone, compared
Hmm?
with a Starbucks coffee or a New York Times subscription, the iPhone is a bargain.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
right.
That's a fucking lie. Bullshit. Your iPhone is $1,000 for your. No, no
Well,
way.
how much do you pay for an iPhone in a month versus how much do you buy on Starbucks's or on the New York Times?
I'm
Which
I
not
th-
gonna be no
I must
buying some
say,
fucking smartphone for a
both
thousand bucks.
items are garbage, but that's just me.
No, you're right. It's fucking garbage.
I can't wait till you get an iPhone where you just literally look at it the wrong way and it bricks itself.
Yeah, seriously, like that exactly. Like that's oh my goodness.
Who remembers that you're holding it wrong comment?
I don't know about that, but I definitely know there's like what the hell is it called? Like obsolescence.
Right. Planned
Pretty creepy
obsolescence.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah. Or scheduled
planned
obsolescence or
obsolescence.
whatever. Yeah,
Planned
something like that.
obsolescence.
Yeah, oh yeah, planned obsolescence. Yeah, that's what it is. Where like after like 8 months, they decided to, oh well, we're just totally going to make your battery power not work as well, and you have to buy another phone like next year.
Yeah.
No, Vera,
Bro,
that
fuck
shit's already
you.
happened.
I know it
Your
has.
battery life is
Yeah,
degrading. We'll just slow your phone down for you.
that's what they do. It's so crap.
Yeah, it's
What the
fuddle.
bonkers, man?
Anyway, that does this make you want to buy an iPhone? I know it sure doesn't. Well,
No,
when I say buy, I mean rent for life.
I don't want no iPhone. Fuck that.
Me neither. Owned one once. Blah.
Apple already has iLife as a title, well, a name for their software. I think it's basically going to be
Well,
people
it's basically
that
they're gonna
later
make
on.
their own. They're gonna make their own VR universe where you have to subscribe into.
Oh, Beowulf said planned obsolescence. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you're right.
And you know,
Thank you,
yeah.
Phillips.
Anyway,
Thank you, Beowulf.
mm. All right. Next item here that we have. Go fast. Introducing Sonic the Hedgehog 2 custom Xbox controllers. Look at these things.
Okay. Let me put it this way. I've pulled apart a couple of controllers before and seen what gets inside. So when I say that the vibrators inside of one controller were basically solid rusted, uh, what is going to happen with these? I mean, just that fur is going to come off very easily.
Okay, when I first saw this, I thought this was like photoshopped, like it wasn't real. Is this real? Like there's actually furry controllers? Like
They
for
look like they're controllers with fur pasted on and with the cutouts for the buttons, the joysticks,
yeah, I
the
know,
Xbox
but like
logo.
is that real though? Oh goodness.
They're
They're really doing
well,
that.
they're teaming up to create these special limited time only controllers. And
Oh goodness.
yes, like you said, these customized controllers have a golden portal ring shining on surface alongside an embossed Sonic the Hedgehog 2 logo with textured coatings reminiscent of the bristly texture of hedgehogs in the wild. The
Yeah,
controllers come in
textures,
Sonic
right.
Blue and Knuckles Red.
They're
It
so
would
fuzzy though.
I
Oh
could
goodness.
understand if these only had like a textured surface, but having them with actual fur, eh, it will be a collection piece and not an actual proper gaming controller
True.
because you destroy those quickly.
Hmm.
Yeah, I definitely see like the whole novelty aspect of it.
Look at this. Look at this though. Like the friggin' custom Xbox with that Sonic with that ring.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Oh
sorry, but
goodness.
that looks ridiculous.
I mean, as far
That's
as
so
limited
silly.
edition, limited edition console, plates and controllers go, Oh wow, my. Some live comments though. Um, Beowulf says these are specifically collector's items, not to be used ever.
I honestly I think so because like they really are, like different colored furs specifically created for this new game. Yeah,
The movie to cash in on
that
the Sonic movie hype.
no, exactly, but like that would totally be like a collector's item sort of thing, right? Like you wouldn't actually play with those, right?
No,
Obviously, Avery,
it'd
you
be a
haven't
pain in
seen.
the ass to clean.
Avery, you have not seen how some rich people, what they will do, just for shits and giggles.
I mean, I wouldn't play with that. I would probably just buy it and just put it like it. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, and funny enough, Chuck says they were weeks so too early for April Fools. This could have
Oh,
been a very joke.
yes, but like that's how you know it's not actually a joke. Like there do be some people serious about this though. Good lord. Like you can actually buy a fucking like red furry game console controller. Like you can legit do that. Bro.
You know, and another thing that basically has you concerned for use, Robert Wagner says, those are going to become so sweaty and gross.
Yeah, just like real fursuits IRL. I totally get it.
I mean, it's one thing,
Don't play too
even the
hard.
plastic shell controllers, easy to, somewhat easier enough to clean, you know, give them a wipe down. But this, oh, you're gonna need a lot of, scrub, brushing, and everything else to make it even look, smell, or feel good.
Well, this is actually a really cool marketing campaign when it comes to like Sonic versus Knuckles. Like this image right here, that's all right. I feel like that's gonna get a lot of fans like into the whole nostalgia thing, into playing this game, and possibly wanting to even buy these furry controllers.
I don't think you buy them. From the look of things, you can win them,
Oh, okay.
not so buy them.
Oh,
But
you can win
goddamn,
them.
these things. Well, you can. If you do, well, I can imagine how much the values are gonna shoot up.
Oh
If you're
yeah,
selling them on eBay.
exactly.
I mean,
You
it's
know the
gonna be great though.
downside? If the Sonic 2 movie actually bombs horribly in the cinema, this is going to be a, yeah, we don't want it sort of thing.
I think only the diehard Sonic fans will still want it regardless.
Yeah, true.
If only for
Still,
the moniker and just how much the Sonic name means to them.
I'm still going to go see the movie in the cinema, though.
In the big screen, heck yeah.
I probably will too. Like, yeah, I probably will. I don't know if I'm gonna be buying these like fuzzy controllers, but I'm probably gonna go see the movie anyway.
If we do find them at a retailer, well, I'd get it if only to sell them on eBay at a higher price later.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, totally.
I think I'd like my Xbox controllers to at least be clean and functional, not fuzzy.
Looks like they're starting to grow
Because
mold
at
or
that
something.
point, at some point you realize you may as well be wearing your fursuit paws while playing with a controller.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. If like the controller itself is like has its own fursuit,
Sonic Fox.
it kind of does. Fuck, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But we are still here. We are still here. That aside, with the Sonic thing, you guys seen the new trailer for the Sonic movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
I have,
I
yeah.
had a quick glance of it before the podcast started, but otherwise, no.
I did, yeah, and I was a little confused about how Knuckles wanted to well,
Yeah, where did
attack
Knuckles
Sonic.
come?
Yeah,
Where did
that
Knuckles
was
come
kind of
from?
weird.
Where did these, the story of these emeralds come from? Where did they all come from? Yeah.
Different shows have had different stories. I'm just going to basically sit back and wait to see when I see the movie what the storyline is.
Yeah, true. Okay.
But it does add, excitement for wanting to watch the movie. And I know, sure as heck, I am excited to watch Sonic the Hedgehog too.
I mean, me too. I love Knuckles. Like, he's pretty damn cool, and the fact that he's gonna be fighting Sonic. But we all know, like, if you're like are a fan of Sonic, like you watch it, so like you know, at the end of the day, it's all gonna be okay.
Can we just go back to having slapstick humor instead of fighting for everything, even though it's sometimes really stupid what you're doing?
Modern comedy is weird. I swear. Like,
No,
I there are times where I try to, get in with the jokes of modern comedy, but mm, sometimes they just fall flat. I don't know. It's weird. Not that I'm even a big comedy guy myself, but
Anyway,
it's like the, yeah, one-liners are just a big thing in movies nowadays. But yeah, but we are still here on the merch train, and the next thing we're going to look at on this said merch train is this Barbie dolls. Why the heck would a podcast like us look at Barbie dolls? You might ask.
oh, this is quite interesting indeed. Well, it turns out, Barbie, as you guys know, Barbie has had a very myriad amount of jobs. She's been an astronaut. She's been a police officer. She's been a firefighter, a lawyer, and a doctor. And Barbie is now currently a furry. Yes,
You heard that right. Barbie is a furry, and you can see this
indeed.
Barbie costume here.
So Barbie decided to become a furry, dressing up as Bunny, and or her and her friends have also dressed up as multiple furry characters. And holy bonkers, guys! This is a new line of Barbie dolls where it's called Cutie Reveal. Oh my goodness! Well, what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you. That means she takes off her fursuit head and says, "Oh, it's me, Barbie. Hello." Yeah, she's totally a furry. But no, it gets deeper. She's not only just a bunny. She's a panda. She's a fox and a wolf and all kinds of holy bonkers nonsense.
Well, in this collection, bunny, panda, cat, and puppy with
And a
fake
cat. Yeah,
animal
well,
makeup.
exactly. A dog and a cat and what the crap. Oh shit, that rhymed. Well, anyway, we have look at this is all right. So guys, this is probably if you're not seeing this, this is to scale. A Barbie doll has a costume that she's wearing, and she's literally wearing a pink bunny fursuit. Bro.
I mean, again, overemphasis on the way on these goofy mascot styled suits with the ginormous head and
Oh, I know. It's
yeah.
not a real fursuit. But the fact that she's even delving into this interesting concept, that is perplexing to me. Like, oh my goodness. Look at that head. Like, Barbie's in a freaking fursuit. Like, okay. It's not a real fursuit, but you know. Oh, it gets
And just
better.
like
And
that,
now they're trying to make like furries like a mainstream. Here's like some of their customers or like these paid actors in these commercials wearing like cat ears and shit. What?
well, a
What?
cow or a cow style
um,
jacket and those ears.
I've just checked E621, and so far there is no porn of this. So,
Oh, not yet. Not
yeah,
yet. There will
but
be.
I kind of first just asked, didn't the whole sort of gay Ken thing blow up in their face?
It did, and I know this will too. Hell,
What
Barbie just came out as a furry like earlier this month, and I guarantee you on E621, Barbie's gonna be in a bunch of uh, stuff.
I'm more concerned with the people who are going to buy this and then modify that fursuit so it's adult and like make porn videos and photos with it.
Oh, dude, I've seen people literally dress up in this, like in real
Yeah,
life. Like pictures. They're like, I'm mimicking Barbie. Oh, how fun and cute. And like maybe they don't actually realize that this is like furry inspired, but it totally is.
did Seth MacFarlane redesign it? I honestly hope he didn't.
Oh god, oh Boxcar, what the crap? I mean maybe.
I I'm more stunned at how just wrong this is going to go for him. The
I
amount of dirty people out there are going to get a hold of this and they're going to go, ah,
Given
why?
the dimensions of the head though, like you can seriously tell it's not necessarily a fursuit, like it's more like a mascot based.
That's what I
But
was saying all
the
this time.
intention is still there. Yeah, you're right, Joel. Like
Not
it's more mascotish.
And again, with the whole 5-piece assembly, well, I should say a bit more because it's not like an overall of one piece like a fursuit.
Yeah, no, it's not a fursuit. Yeah, it's more like,
A jacket.
but
It's more
like,
like a
but like,
jacket
what are
and
they doing though?
This is.
guys.
Oh no, oh panda, oh
Oh, no!
goodness, what? Why?
Oh, no, 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 no,
For
no.
those of you who are
They weren't
okay,
that stupid.
guys, for those of you who are listening, we just stumbled upon Barbie dressing up as a panda. She also dyed her hair both white and red while she's wearing panda ears. Please do enjoy the degeneracy of Barbie dressing up as a freaking panda mascot. What the crap?
This is the Black Barbie, though, isn't it?
No, I think she's more Hispanic.
I mean,
I don't
I
whatever
don't
the
know.
know
case
if
It's
it
may
it's it's
mentions
be,
more
like
of a
that.
cutie reveal
the
panda thing going.
stereotypical hair accenting is give them that. It's on point for a panda.
Oh,
Give them
goodness,
that.
look at how big the head is.
The
That's a
head,
problem.
my
Like
dude.
that's not a fursuit. That's like, yeah, that's a mascot shit going on.
Yeah, I even got those little panda ears for accessories and that, and
Oh my goodness.
like of
But
all the
still, why is Barbie doing this? This is they're like a multi-billion-dollar company.
and
Probably looked at the.
and little girls go and pick up these Barbie dolls. They are. That's
They
what they're
want to
catering
dress up as
for.
panda. Jesus.
But this, like, what?
Oh, Beowulf.
What do you say?
This is probably just a bad take of the Masked Singer.
Oh, you're so right,
I
bro.
would
You're so
hope so.
correct.
Because if they're going down the furry sort of thing, they probably didn't like look at the adult shit. Because if they did spend any time, any decent amount of time in the adult side, that they would have basically just said no and walked away.
Mhm.
Well, what was that masked singer that was basically Sarah Palin? I think it was Bear, right? She was Bear. She basically looked like one of those people, and it was legit fucking Sarah Palin, like rapping, and she dressed up as like some fucking like mascot looking dude.
All right, you guys. There's a few more collect of these dolls, but here's the next one. You are going to witness, and no, I'm going to show this to you
Can I
because
not and just say we did?
no. Here you go. Here's number 3. A puppy.
Oh my goodness. Look at the
That's
animation too.
horrible.
Like next to the tube, you have Barbie with like her purple hair holding the fursuit head, and she's just like, "Yeah, that's me, bro."
Like I can totally imagine Barbie getting into one of those like a fancy dog type, like a poodle. I can totally imagine her being a poodle.
That's
That would
so.
make a
Yeah,
little
you're
bit of
right.
sense.
I could totally. Yeah, I could see her being a poodle.
Well, actually, not just in more ways than one. Like poodling, like every furry does.
Oh yeah, fuck that. No, I'm not
Also
about
get like
poodling.
an actual poodle suit as well.
Joel, I seriously think I need duct tape. This is just so wrong.
Well, while you're at it, no, wrap your eyes with duct tape, pour bleach, and something's question mark profit.
No,
Oh, perfect.
what? Boxcar.
Says Chernobyl puppy.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I think he's trying to
using
be a
her
bunny,
comment
maybe.
from Beowulf is Rabbit Mark 2. I don't see any canine in that at all.
Yeah, no, this is a bunny. Like they have different species that they try to
Right,
promote.
but this is the puppy one though. Like the floppy ears.
That's not a
Yeah,
puppy. No, it's not. That's a bunny.
we had the pink bunny, but you know what? I can kind
Oh
of
my
agree that
god.
it's
Okay,
half and half because again, bunnies have floppy ears too. This
bro,
one's a
if that's a
floppy ear.
puppy, then I agree with Boxcar and fucking Beowulf.
Mm,
Like there's no way that's a bunny.
That's a puppy. There's no way that like.
Yeah, it's got to be a puppy. It has to be. What?
I'm
And
sorry, but those temperature gauges look rather lewd.
it's
I
a
love
it's
how they have like Barbie dressed up in like all these crazy ass costumes. Like this is something you'd see at like a furry con with like the
Yep.
cat ears and shit.
Yeah, I'm still going with the idea that this is basically going to be the gay Ken again, just
all right.
modern.
Oh
You know
no.
what, guys? Because they said there were 4 figures, there's just one more that you're gonna see.
Okay, that's definitely bad.
No. Nope. Okay. Whoa.
Oh no. Okay, so yeah,
Wow.
that's the black Barbie, and it's a cat,
Yeah.
a ginger cat.
Good lord.
Why? Why?
This is like a symptom of how the mainstream is trying to infiltrate furries and trying to like market towards us.
Infiltrate? I think they've basically
No,
just set up
no,
a stand
no. I
right
would not
next.
say
Bro,
infiltrate.
Barbie is a furry? Like, let's get real. Like, that's really how it fucking is.
I would say
Joel,
this is how, like, I think when the committee sat down and have a talk and had a talk about, okay, what can we give Barbie to make it a bit more interesting, and one person put his hands up and said, "Oh, I know, we could make her a furry." And
Yeah, that's what they did.
they sat around, they had these these meetings, the committee, and how are we gonna put Barbie in one of these costumes? What kind of design should we
Avera,
go for?
Yeah.
this unfortunately is reality.
Yeah, this is reality. Good lord. Barbie has so many different jobs. She's an
Oh,
astronaut, firefighter. Now she's a furry.
the whiskers is just no. I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, it's
Look at how they have like removable paws and hands and shit. Oh my goodness. They have like the whole pant legs. Oh wow. I wonder if they have like digigrade
I think
add-ons.
that would be a bit too much.
I think people are going to break the legs off and actually make that so.
Or just put like some cotton balls in there to like make it more digigrade or whatever.
Yeah, that could work.
Maybe.
I am going to be disturbed when I start seeing the adult material made from these dolls.
Yo, what were they thinking? Pander to furries, I guess. I mean, damn.
Was Ken still a line these days, or was it just Barbie?
Ken's probably some furry femboy. I mean, who knows?
Mm.
I don't know what Ken. I don't know what Ken's thinking about now.
He's
Well,
probably see, what would Ken think about Barbie? If Barbie's
Barbie
like,
being his
"Oh, by
furry
the way,
now.
Ken, I'm a furry. I'm gonna go to a convention next week." Ken would be like, "Uh, you're a what now?"
he's just a sperm donor.
Yeah, he'd probably be a little bit confused.
Beowulf's last comment.
Cursed.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're damn right. It is so
Way
fucking cursed.
of describing this sort of stuff.
The Spanish and black Barbie. Oh god, that was horrible.
Well, the Spanish Barbie in the panda suit.
Is there anyone who's black in the comment section
The
right
black
now?
Barbie in the cat suit was well.
Oh well, I guess not.
I mean, the thing with this is, the interesting about the whole Barbie thing was that since Barbie is known to, their core demographic is little girls,
Right.
and with this, like, what do you think they're trying to do here? Like, are they, are they? They're basically increasing the appeal of. They're trying to increase the appeal of furry to, to girls.
Well, honestly, yeah, I do believe that's their primary demographic um, market. But for now, it seems like their primary prerogative, yeah, it does seem to be pandering to furries because it is becoming more mainstream, and the fact that Barbie is one of, I don't know, like the most mainstream
Toys.
dolls that are marketed towards
Yeah.
girls. Yeah, it would make more sense if they were to jump on different stuff, in popular culture, like being a furry. Oh, I'm gonna dress up as an animal for fun. Oh, isn't that cute and cool and everything? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of kids would like that. That's what their marketing demographic is for.
I
And so, like, when
swear.
they do that, they're like, "Oh, well, Barbies can dress up as a panda. Oh, that's super fun. Whatever." Maybe they're not necessarily marketing towards furries, but in this type of context, I think they're trying to do something very similar to like what Disney did with their anthropomorphic characters, trying to like pander to a particular sort of audience that would be interested in that design aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong? I don't know. That's
I
just
see where
like
you're
my
coming
opinion.
from. I see where you're coming from. And again, now it's just been so surreal seeing all these companies and that basically getting into trying to tap into the furry market now more than ever. Now it's
Right, yeah,
Barbie
that's
doing
what I'm
this.
saying, yeah.
Microsoft is low key kind of doing this, but they're cashing it more. Rather, they're cashing in on the Sonic phenomenon more. If anything else, they're not really pandering. They're just trying to make it's just a good promotional stunt. What Microsoft was
Right.
doing. Build a Bear did this, and yeah, some other stuff have done that too. So now the question that awaits us is, who's next to be, to be following down the route of pandering, on the merch train.
Oh goodness. I mean, Barbie already sort of went down that path when they gave
Barb,
her fursuits. I don't
Barbie
know,
went
man.
somewhere I'm not happy with.
Yeah, it was crazy about that. I don't know what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon tie-in with Barbie.
Yeah, right. Pokemon
I don't
Pokemon
know.
Beetle.
Pokemon
She just
Hands
like
on his toes.
rolls up in like out of her dream house, and her and like Pikachu go on adventures.
I think Barbie's dream Pokemon would be a Ponyta, if anything else.
Oh
Stereotype.
god, and that's like three different fandoms all combined. Yeah, the fucking bronies would be like, oh, okay, yes. Can you imagine?
I think Foxer would lose his shit.
I think we all would. Holy fuck.
Let's just hope they don't pull a Lego then.
Yeah, right?
All right, so what's next?
Next one is when things go downhill. Moving away from the merch train, we have the Halo TV show that has gone downhill, and I was told that it only took one episode for it to happen.
Damn. Now, I do have to say something about this, though. I saw the trailer for the Halo show. It looked pretty damn cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
They
The
definitely
effects
did
were cool.
spend a lot of money like on their CGI or whatever, and I know most of it is CGI, but still, it looked okay. But that's a whole different situation when it comes to like that versus the storyline. So I really hope that they get the storyline correct, and or at least they make it engaging and like an interesting show to actually wanna watch.
I have honestly, after what I found out so far, I'm not looking forward to watching it.
Right. See, that's where we might have a. I get it. Like the trailer looked good, but I'm very skeptical about how the writing will go, especially because they want to add in their political nonsense. I'm not really all on board with
That's
that.
one thing. And
That's
the
the
second
thing,
thing
yeah.
we want to add is that the showrunners and some of the writing team, they didn't look at or talk about the game or even play the Halo game in any capacity. And
Yeah,
I bet
that's a
you
big
they also
problem.
and they also did not read the extended Halo universe because Halo also spans a very big novel collection.
I know, and before we started this call, or before we started this podcast, even we were talking about how the developers of this new series haven't even watched like Halo, like they haven't even played the games, like they don't know about the lore, and it's a whole corporate bullshit nonsense. Now, from what I've seen on the trailers, yeah, obviously they poured a lot of money into the whole, you know, CGI, like looking cool looking trailers. But when it comes down to the storyline, Halo is a very deep storyline. Like if you played the games, I'm not sure if who's played it before, but
Played
it's a
Halo.
very incredible storyline. And if they were able to nail it, like on a TV show perspective, like that'd be pretty fucking cool. But if the person who's in charge of it hasn't even played the game or knows anything about the story, then yeah, I don't really see that being productive or like being like worth watching at all. You know, it's going to be one of those pandering bullshit nonsense.
Avira, have
What
you
do you
seen
think?
the Dragon Ball Evolution movie?
I have not seen that.
Thankfully, you haven't. I did not either.
Okay,
No, I haven't.
be
I haven't
thankful.
seen it.
Because the people who made that movie had access to the person who did the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z series. They told him, and I'm not quoting here, but basically, we know what you're doing, go sit over there. They ignored the creator.
Wow, that's
The Dragon
a
Ball series.
bummer.
That
Jesus.
movie was rubbish.
Well, that's why.
And what has Halo done? The same bloody thing. Completely ignore this well-established franchise and do whatever the hell they want.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Some of these people, like these high-end executives, they buy into these franchises. They're like, okay, cool. I know that this franchise makes a lot of money, and I can totally help with that. But they're not even fans of the original content. Like they don't even know the storyline. Like they're not even actually dedicated fans, and that's a fucking bummer. It's like, okay, well, sure, I just bought this franchise. I'm gonna go make a new series, but I'm gonna totally ignore the entire storyline. We've
No,
seen this a
no, all
lot
are
happen.
correct. You know,
That's how it is.
the Halo's
Unfortunately,
writers'
some of these
room
people.
seem to revel in their refusal to engage with the franchise's source material.
Right, yeah. Or the fans too. Like, why don't they talk
They
to
haven't even
the people
talked
that
to
like this
the
stuff?
current custodians of the Halo series, 343 Industries. They're not even talking
Yes.
to them.
Okay, you know what I would have liked to have seen?
Mhm.
I haven't actually played the games, but I do have a general understanding about the Halo franchise. I have
Hmm.
copies of the games. I do intend to sit down and actually play the games at some point.
Oh yeah.
Got my entertainment system set up. But I would have liked to have seen some pre story regarding the Halo franchise, whether it be Earth, whether it be an alien race. I don't care. That's something I would have liked to have seen. Something outside of what the games have. Something that's probably in the expanded universe.
Yeah, and of course, you would expect, the people that were to make those to be also fans of the game. Someone who knows the lore, someone who could make some content or something relevant to the actual storyline to make it more immersive. Absolutely, my dude.
I
Yeah, I get
believe
that.
the best way to go down this, and I haven't looked into whether or not it's been successful in the past, but
Hmm.
to have people who are both fans and who are not fans or people who don't really know much about the history on the writing team to decide how to move the story forward, or at least
Right.
bring in something new that would be entertaining for people. Where in this case, a Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah.
That's about
No, bro, I totally get it.
Oh, the other one, Super Mario Brothers. What was it 1993?
Right. Anyway, that aside, I know we want to get to the gist of what really caused Halo to go downhill. I
Mm.
know it's one thing to to talk about how developers have ignored, the screenwriters are ignoring the creators, but now this. So in this first episode, we're gonna go through what's happened. Um, they didn't cast Master Chief's long-term voice actor Steve Downs.
Yes,
They
that is
instead
a
cast
problem.
Pablo Schreiber to
So
be the
it
Master
says,
Chief.
when the dust settles, audience are threatened to a typical opening
Entering
credits sequence that steals its visual cues from a variety of modern shows, particularly Westworld, and yet fails to properly utilize Mary O'Donnell's iconic musical
Buddy
theme,
O'Donnell.
right, musical theme, as the main linchpin to build a bridge between the game franchise and the TV show. So I don't
And
know
the
if you guys
Halo
have played
theme
that game before, but you
is
haven't seen the connection there.
legendary.
It's
That theme.
absolutely fucking legendary. Yeah, you damn right.
Hmm.
The fact that they're just utilizing a totally different avenues for this show, I'm not sure how successful the show is really going to be. I hope it's it's going to be okay, but probably not.
And I think what gets worse is on this plot. They added a character, make a human woman who apparently was spared by the Covenant, the aliens, who are, as in one word, genocidal religious zealots. Well,
Yes, well,
three
Maki is a human female who apparently
was
was
spared by
spared by
Covenant.
Covenant forces and was raised as one of their own. 343 Industries development director Frank O'Connor hinted in the past that audience would learn why she was spared within minutes of the character appearing on screen. That was a lie, but it was obviously going to pay play
Play
out
out.
for future episodes. By introducing a human into the Covenant's ranks, the cheapens the entire experience. The Covenant do not need a human avatar standing into to serve as an expositor of information on behalf of the audience. It reeks of cowardice and lack of confidence in the characters already established throughout the franchise.
Lore.
So
And
yikes, yeah, it already establishes that. Like that's pretty
yeah,
fucking
it goes
crazy.
against like because in the original series, the Covenant they would they would strategically spare humans, but only like to
Yeah.
kidnap them and to use them to use ancient technology that the Covenant themselves
hmm
cannot
Yep.
make function with. They need like
In this
it's
case,
part
it was
yeah,
just yeah.
but maybe if they're going down that route, okay, sure, the Covenant need a human hand to operate that piece of ancient alien technology that the Covenant themselves cannot use. Okay, I get that. But this is weird.
I'm actually
And
starting to think it might be a worthwhile pursuit that I don't actually watch this movie, this
well, not
TV show.
TV
Sorry.
series.
Just wondering, for those of us listeners, are there any like Halo players out there? You want to like make some questions?
I mean,
Like,
I
what do
know
you think about this?
there was somebody who I would really, really want on the show just for this very purpose.
Yeah,
But
no, I'm just asking.
I think all
Like,
in, like
like,
I'm not
what
the
do you guys
biggest.
think about this?
Yeah, like I'm all in. I'm not the biggest Halo, fan, Halo nerd, whatever have you. I mean, I used to have a high school buddy that was the biggest Halo nerd, and you get the picture. It's just
Oh,
it's, there's a lot of mess at the moment, but I think what makes this worse is that Paramount has already, locked in a second season before the first episode went to air. We talked
Oh, that is definitely a stupid idea. Halfway through, yes, but before it's released, no.
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, and again, another thing like race swapping too existed. Captain Jacob Keyes, memorable character from the first Halo game, commander of the big, the flagship Pillar of Autumn, was cast. Well, he is a white man in the Halo video game, the Halo books, but in this Halo TV series, he was cast. Um, Danny Stepani's playing him, and I think if not sure about the race guy, I'll have a quick look at it. And his daughter Miranda was also miscast.
All right, look, if
See?
they can somehow pull off what Marvel did, then yeah, okay. The dude who was the head of Shield. What was his name? Uh, not Iron Man.
Oh no, no, no! They recast Captain Keyes as a black, well, as an
Ah,
African man.
Nick Fury.
Of course
Uh,
they did.
if they can pull a Nick Fury, I'm going to be surprised. But if they can't, well then, yeah, you just sort of bombed your own show, you idiots.
Damn. All right. Well, I think we're pretty much at the end of the episode right now.
The worst, I think, just to conclude on this note, the worst part of this is a helmetless Master Chief in this TV series because in the game aside from like a few sequences of Master Chief as a child going through the process of genetic, alteration and what have you. Um, we never really got to see Master Chief's face as an adult. Nobody ever showed that to us, the players. And that Halo's doing this is Basically, it just ruins it.
Well, the actor behind what was that show called recently? The Star Wars one, The Mandalorian. The actor playing the Mandalorian, at least the main character, basically forced the hands of his employers to have him take his helmet off, even though, and this is despite Mandalorian was never supposed to take his helmet off. His face was never supposed to be exposed. The actor pushed for it. And I'm wondering if whether or not the actor had the same sort of clause in their contract, or if someone thought that, oh, well, it was successful in The Mandalorian, so let's do it in our show. Let's make ours good. It's like, yeah, The Mandalorian was successful because of some little alien thing that can move objects just by thinking about it. Pretty sure you're looking at the wrong thing.
Oh shit! He actually did. Like, he had that much influence over the director's cut. Damn.
Yeah, that's my rant on The Mandalorian and why I think they use it to enhance the Halo series.
Whoa. Okay.
Thing is though, they're not gonna mess with Halo won't have the issue of having women's armor at all. Like, yes, there are women Spartans, but the armor is pretty much so uniform. You can't nobody. It was intended that nobody could tell the difference. They just look like they're demons to these aliens. Anyway, that aside though, as a final note though, I think Halo the TV series is one to keep away with a 10-foot pole. Again, and
Joel, I think the 10-foot pole thing's now irrelevant. Don't they have like that giant hula hoop that attaches to your waist?
that's essentially what a Halo ring is, except it floats in the galaxy. Oh well, looks like, and yes, we have come to the end of the episode today. So, what did you think?
Avira?
Oh, I thought this was an incredibly amazing episode. I'm so happy that we had a lot of audience interactions today. There's some crazy bonkers stuff going on in the world, and yeah, this was super fun. I hope to see you guys next week. Ow, ow.
Noble.
I would really hope for more positive shit, but unfortunately we just keep railing on the stupid
I
crap.
think
For
the only
most
thing that
part.
was that wasn't so much as negative was the merch stuff. It was just interesting to see how, where the trends are setting. You know what I'm saying?
I
in
don't
terms
want to
of-
see Barbie porn. I'm sorry, but I really don't
Oh
want to see Barbie
god, I don't want to
porn.
see that either. What the crap?
Yeah, hashtag mersuiting.
Barbie mersuiting.
God,
No.
fuck.
Yeah.
How about you, Joel?
I think there is always something when these things basically fall into our lap, and we are basically the curators of this sort of stuff. So, look, fact of the matter is, things fall into our lap. We dissect it, and hopefully, you get a few laughs along the way. It's the journey we're on. Like for better or for ill, and for whichever way the world changes around us, be it in the furry world or outside. We are the chroniclers of this stuff. And that's pretty much it. That's why we do what we do. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did making this episode. And as always, our episodes are available on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, BitChute, and more platforms further down the line. This is us signing off for the week. Farewell, and until next time.
Kodak moment.